Bones are amazing things. They hold us up, they support us, they make us strong. But bones have other uses. In the past, bones were thrown by diviners, seeking out the mysteries of the future. Now the bones are cubes, made of plastic or resin, but they still reveal things to us. As they fall from our fingers and rattle across the table, the story becomes clear. Welcome to Bone Throwers Theater, an RPG actual play podcast.
Hello, and welcome back to Bone Throwers Theater. My name is Jeremy. I'm playing Grayson. I was right, Digby.
My name is Aaron, and I'm playing Brother Benedict.
My name is Jeff, and I'm playing Demetrius. I'm so glad I kept the key, Norden.
And this is Johnny playing Jorus. Oh.
And I'm Jordan, and I'm playing I've got all the damage dice.
Yeah.
Oh.
The GM. So, you all were in Dyncham Lodge last session, and you all finally got to Dyncham Lodge last session, and you had a fight with some guards, and the automaton reappeared. Nasty little machine it is. And then now you all are sneaking upstairs to try and take care of whatever might be up there. And you were going first, Grayson.
Yes, Grayson was first.
And I was getting ready to cast Bless over our group again.
All right, go ahead and cast Bless.
I see you've switched out your wild dice, sir.
Yes, I did. It was doing good first half the game. Now to start rolling ones.
What's the target number?
19.
Target number is 19.
Yeah.
No.
It's 18.
Oh, that's 18.
So close.
Bum, 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 bum.
There is a character point. I got an abundance of them.
Oh, you just say you spent it and you
Yes.
got it because you just need one.
Yeah. Look, I got it.
Yay!
So we're all blessed.
Plus 2 to every roll.
Yay.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's probably worth it.
All right.
Yeah, probably.
I've already subtracted the character point.
How many character points do you have left?
17.
Oh, yeah, you're fine. Grayson,
Yes.
you come to two doors, one on the right and one on the left. They are on opposite sides of the halls.
I'll listen at the one on the left.
Okay.
Oh, this is awful. 8.
Sounds like someone's moving around on the inside, but you can't hear any voices or anything like that.
We'll listen at the one on the right.
Okay.
7.
You don't hear anything.
It's awful. So I motion that I hear, point to my ear, and then the door on the left. And I want to check slowly if it is unlocked.
Okay. That would be like a stealthy kind of roll.
14.
Yeah, that's good enough. You slowly turn the knob, and it actually feels like it's very well oiled. You don't it doesn't catch or anything like that. Now the door pushes inside to the room. So how far do you want to open it, or do you just want to test the knob?
Well, if it's unlocked,
Yeah.
definitely want to open it.
Okay.
And then slowly start to peer in as the door is opening, so I can see what we're walking into.
So you see like a fireplace, because every room needs a fireplace in this kind of environment. And there are 2 wingback chairs sitting like in front of the fireplace.
Shame we don't have a chimney sweep with us.
I can only murder so many of your characters, Johnny. Do you want me to add another one to the list?
So all I can see is the 2 chairs.
You can tell that there is one, like in the chair facing away from you, someone is sitting there. And then in the other chair, you can see Dyncham is actually reading a book.
Stick my head back out and I whisper,
Dyncham's in there?
No, yeah. I whisper, Dyncham is in there with somebody else.
Hello, podcast.
Dyncham's in there with somebody else.
I say as long as possible.
So all of you now know that Dyncham is in that room.
With someone
with somebody
else.
else.
I think we've established that Dyncham is in that room
We
with
need to
somebody
check
else.
the other door before we do anything. We don't want something sneaking up behind us.
With somebody else.
Alright. I motion over to Demetrius with just a flick of the head for him to go to the other door.
I go to the other door and I listen.
Good choice. Okay choice.
13 to listen.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like anybody's in there.
Alright, I check the door with sneak. How did I get almost exact?
Not almost exactly. You got the exact same thing.
13 to check the doorknob.
It's not locked.
Alright, I peer in quietly, gently, stealthily.
That room does not seem to be occupied.
And it's just a room.
Just a room.
And these are the only 2 doors.
Upstairs.
I whisper to them, "It's empty."
It seems like this one's the bedroom.
Okay.
You can see like a giant 4-poster bed.
Alright.
What do you want to
We
do?
gotta do this? Well, we gotta take Dyncham out.
Yes, you do.
Then we need to find the queen. Unless the queen is in there.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. I was like, unless that's the queen in there.
Grayson takes a step back from the door and looks at Glave, bows, puts his hand out. It's like, after you.
Fearless leader.
Alright. You can see Dyncham from the door?
Yes.
Okay. And Dyncham's facing away from the door.
So he's facing towards the fire.
Yeah.
The other chair has its back to the door. You can see Dyncham from like the profile, from like
Okay.
the side.
So if his spot check is on point, he
Alright.
would see us coming in.
I'm going for the assassination shot.
So you're not going in, you're just going to shoot from there.
I'm just going to shoot him
Dyncham.
in the head.
In the back of the head.
It's 13.
He's not that far away. The target number, I'm thinking around 10 because
Pretty easy.
the only cover that he would have would be like the wing of the chair.
And the bolt would easily go through that.
Yeah.
So.
So yeah, we'll go ahead and say that hits.
Alright.
Now how much damage?
4d plus 1. Could be better. Not terrible.
14, 15.
Plus 2.
Ah, plus
bless.
2.
Oh, I
for
forgot
bless.
that for the stealth rolls.
So how much?
17.
12. So you wounded him.
And at which point, as soon as the shot is fired, Grayson is going to motion to the other people, go, 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 go.
Benedict's gonna move into the room.
Okay.
More clearly present, and he knows.
Does Demetrius go into the room?
Yes, but
All right. He goes into
he
the
hangs
room.
back. Like, near the door.
Well, I'm staying by the door just to watch our backs.
But you're just hanging outside of the room.
No, I'm not hanging outside. I'm at the doorway.
So, since Grayson thinks everybody else is occupied with what's going on in the room, he's going to try and go invisible again.
Okay.
That's a good roll.
That is a very good roll. Something tells me you're invisible.
38, 39,
Okay.
which the target number is 27.
You go invisible.
Alright, so...
So now you're invisible.
yeah,
gonna
and
find
alright, now I
your
go into the
suspicions.
room.
Okay.
And I'm going to
I
flank
know,
around the
man.
side to see who is actually in the other chair.
It's the child that originally went through the mirror.
Alright.
And he turns and he looks right at you.
Yeah, I know.
His eyes are glowing blood red, no irises or pupils, and he opens his mouth and he smiles, and this foul stench floats out. All his teeth are rotting through. Like black, slimy. And he just looks at you and he goes, Father, there's one right here.
Oh, that's not creepy at all.
And what's Dyncham doing now? He's just been shot.
He's like, "Argh!" And he like doubles over. The arrow hit him in the arm, we'll say, because it was like how it was. He reaches down and he just breaks it off and tosses the shaft into the fire.
I'm going to shoot the kid.
Okay.
You're gonna shoot the child?
Yes.
Yes.
Jeez, a bunch of heartless monsters in this place.
So this demon child.
So do I just go ahead and...
Yeah, go ahead and roll the shoot.
Alright, roll to shoot. 16.
As your arrow hits the back of the chair, the disembodied voice of the child says, "I will leave you now, Father. I will be at my embassy." and where he had been sitting just dissipates. Dencham stands up and draws a sword. And he looks straight at you. So it's
Well,
kind
then
of,
I'm
he knows where you were.
Then I'm going to move.
Okay.
Should we be rolling initiative,
Yes, let's
or
go
just
ahead
kind of?
Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Should we just assume that we're going to take him out in 2 hits?
Yes, we're taking them out in 1 hit.
You rolled a 20?
I rolled a 20, so Benedict rolled very well
15.
that time.
15,
9.
9. And I rolled an 18.
I rolled a 7.
And remember, guys, +2 to all rolls.
Even to initiative?
Well, no.
Well,
it could be.
Yeah.
But I mean,
It's a little metagamey though.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting about that +2. I didn't do it for the shot either.
It
It wouldn't have mattered.
Who's first?
Brother Benedict.
Brother
Brother Benedict.
I mean, is he just
Brother
standing there,
Benedict.
or is he actually doing like?
He's looking at the spot where his arrow came from, and he's like getting his sword ready to swing at Grayson.
Oh, okay. Then Benedict swings at him with his long staff. Because
From behind.
That's what Benny does.
Okay. He hears you moving towards him, so he gets ready to dodge.
Okay. 15, 16, 17, 19.
I roll a 16.
Okay, so it's a hit.
Yes.
Now for damage. $25, 27.
Holy crap.
That was a good damage.
Johnny called it 1 hit,
11.
So 16.
which is
Mortally wounded.
That's beyond your. That's dead.
Yeah.
And just pow. You describe how you kill him.
I didn't want to kill him. I didn't want to kill him.
Do you want to use a hero point to knock down your damage?
I thought you were the one who said never do that.
Well, yeah, yes, but I don't
'cause we
think
gotta find the
want-
queen.
I don't. Yeah, we need to find the queen.
Can I incapacitate him if I knock down my damage?
It would knock it down by 6.
Sure.
6 would take it to
incapacitate.
incapacitated.
Okay.
Oh.
That hurts.
However, that is also a complication. Because his life matters. So I think I get a hero point back. Just saying. So yes. So I incapacitate him with my one staff. I walk up to
Your
him.
one staff punch.
Well, seeing that Dyncham goes down just off of one hit, Grayson's going to be like, okay, slip back out of the room, poof, and then come in.
Hey guys, did I say
Good to see you again.
It's like, good shot.
I look at the opposite end of the room.
Okay. Make sure there's no mirror.
What? Yes.
No mirror.
Okay. What about it on either wall?
No.
Okay. What about above the fireplace?
No,
There is a mirror hanging right above where you are standing.
Oh
on the-
my!
The mirror shatters and glass rains on you and kills you all.
Glass falls, everybody dies.
All right. So as
Falls all
as
Dyncham.
Dyncham falls, let's say who was in the other chair.
Did anybody see that except for Grayson?
It sounded like it was the child that was at the Dyncham estate that got sucked into the mirror the first
I
time.
wouldn't know. He wouldn't.
Well, I just would know from what he told me.
Oh, that creepy thing that got eaten by the...
No. That was my master, Ambrose.
Amber
Got
got
eaten.
eaten.
Well, I
The
think
kid
we
was when
know.
he came out.
No, it wasn't Master Ambrose that got eaten.
No, it was another guy, but I thought we assumed that this kid was going to be sacrificed to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it sounded like that kid.
So he wasn't sacrificed.
Or was he sacrificed?
I don't know, but he's not here now.
What was the sacrifice? Was it giving him over to the Fae, or
I
killing
would
him?
assume so because you heard. Did you hear him? Did anybody else hear him? I heard him.
I heard
and
him.
now he's not here.
Yes, I heard him.
How could he hear from out in the hallway?
Because, I mean, the kid was talking.
It was a creepy, very distinguishable.
Yeah.
I will never forget that voice.
I think I might have wet
never
myself a little
forget that
bit.
voice.
I won't know because I didn't hear it before because I was outside in the tree.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were right up on the table, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like right next to him.
The child's obviously one of the Fae.
Of some sort.
We need to question Dyncham.
Yes, we do need to question Dyncham.
He's coughing up blood, by the way.
He's only incapacitated. He's not mortal. He'll live.
But do you want him to?
For now.
We need to know where the queen is.
Yeah.
For now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to take a quick break.
As a geek with a life outside of gaming, it can be hard to stay informed. The Sometimes Geek podcast is your weekly update of all the major video game news, brought to you with the insight of an everyday gamer. Episodes are kept short and to the point, so you have more time to spend playing games instead of reading about them. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, and at sometimesgeek.com. The Sometimes Geek podcast, because we can't be geeks all the time.
Is there a window?
Yes.
Alright. First, I look out the window.
You see trees.
Oh,
And night.
So it's up against the woods?
Yes. In the
Okay.
middle of the woods. This is a hunting lodge.
Okay. Good. I use my animal tongue, beast tongue,
Okay.
to call for some birds
Okay.
to come and do some spying for me.
Okay.
So, I guess I need to roll that, huh?
What's your target number?
19.
It's not bad. Should be easy enough.
Should be. 17 plus 2. 19.
19.
Okay, so what kind of birds do you want to call?
Just whatever's close by. I mean,
Owls.
sure.
A couple small owls.
Alright, so I call some owls. I send one to go back to the Queen's palace.
To talk to the mage Barnaby. Scrogs.
Well, yeah, check on Mage and also, because Arachas is with Barnaby, so it's supposed to be able to find me, but doesn't know where to find me now. So.
Right. Oh, so the bird is passing the message on to your hawk.
Yeah,
Essentially. Okay.
essentially. And send the other owl out just surrounding the area to report if there's any guards or what
Mm-hmm.
in the immediate area.
Okay.
Grayson looks at Brother Benedict and says, "Do you have an issue with causing Dyncham some pain?"
Spare his life. No issue with pain.
No, okay.
That's convenient.
His crossbow bolt wound, step on it.
He wakes up and he starts gasping and coughing.
Grayson says, "Where is the queen?"
ESP.
Okay.
Good call.
Yeah, very good call.
Don't forget +2.
Yes. Right after he asks him that question.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, John.
Yeah.
That
Alright.
was a 6.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
we
was a
all
6. Alright, so he needs to roll resist.
And resist would be?
Wit.
Charm.
Charm. Yeah, charm, that's right.
And he's down because he's incapacitated by 3
3D.
dice.
Yes.
So he only had 2 to begin with. He rolled a 6.
Oh.
7.
Perfect.
Yes.
So I have to get what?
15 plus 7, 22.
22? Well,
You got
I got that.
22.
I have 26 plus 2. 20.
You see several different images in your mind. You see an image of the king of Iberia, Carlo, and you see Dyncham stabbing him. You see a boat with a woman who looks like the queen, but you can tell is not the queen. And then you can see, finally, a palace that is wreathed in black mist and under a violet sky.
Well, they've taken the queen to the Land of Bay. They're going to replace her with an imposter. Got anything else to add, Dyncham?
The bastard daughter will burn in hell.
Uh-oh. Poor choice of words.
You say that?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I stab him.
And of course, Benedict, as he always does, is going to try to push him out of the way because that's what Benny does.
Because that's my personal code. Can't assault the queen.
And that's his personal code. Can't kill people.
So I'm gonna. How are you trying to stab him? You're trying
Can't
to.
murder
I just, with my sword, just real quick in the chest.
What's your sword?
3D, but I'm -1 for being wounded. So
Okay, I'm gonna try to push his hand out of the way as he tries to stand. Stab.
Oh, yeah, he does. Oh, yes, he does. Mightily.
Pushed him out of the way as he tries to stab him.
would you stop doing that?
We don't have any information from him. He hasn't told us where they took the queen.
Yes, he has.
Did anybody else hear him tell us where they
No.
took the queen?
Not a word.
No.
Not verbally. In his mind, he told us.
You can read his mind?
Yes.
Oh, that's creepy. Still, there's no reason to kill him. We have the information. Let's lock him up, throw away the key, and he'll rot there forever.
Or you can just die here. I step again.
Okay, this time
And name's the queen.
Benedict's not only going to attempt to block, but he's also going to try to take the sword from Glave. Would that be brawling?
Yeah. Do you want to make it 2 separate actions, or do you...
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do that.
So be sure to take 1 die away.
That works for me. So 10...
13.
13 for the block.
And he blocked.
Then...
Brawling for holding on to the sword.
Mm-hmm.
Do I lose a die for that one wounded or no?
Yes.
Okay.
It's an action.
6, 8.
So I hold on to it.
He retains the sword.
Alright.
At this point, Benedict says, you know what? Do what you want. It's on your head. God will judge you.
Exactly.
And then leave. So.
in the name of the queen, I kill him.
Which is your quote.
Unless Grayson's gonna try to stop me from killing him. But
Grayson's not going to try to stop you. I don't want you to make enemies of everybody in the group.
yeah, it's been that way.
So now that it is public knowledge that
Yeah.
Glave can read people's minds, Grayson is going to think in his mind. It's like, every time I'm around Glave, I need to think of Glave dressed as a court jester. That's what I'm thinking about.
Dancing bear, dancing bear, dancing bear.
I've done that before.
All right. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to do? Now that you've murdered somebody and
In cold blood.
had a fight about it, start thinking about the telepath as a jester. Anything else you guys want to do?
Go downstairs
Yeah.
and check there.
Yep. You want to search the room?
Yeah,
Okay, go ahead and make a search roll.
I got a 17.
Okay. What do you find?
I find a book of Rayman prayers, a poison dagger in the side table,
Okay.
jewels, jewelry, whatever. I find a myriad of boots,
Myriad of boots.
myriad of shoes, I should say, different kinds of boots and shoes and whatnot that he changes out of, making him even more
Because
ridiculous.
he is a vain man.
Yes.
At least he was.
I also find something that's written in a bizarre language.
Okay.
I'm assuming is something of the Fae. I snag that and tuck that away, and I grab up the Book of Rayman Prayers. The poison dagger, I hold on to that too. I don't care about the shoes or the jewels. I see a mistreated clock on the mantle. It just irritates me a little bit.
You'll go take that one home and work on it.
No, I just wind it,
And set the time.
yeah, and set the time. You know, a 2-second job.
All right.
Oh, I find a key.
Like the same kind of key that you already have.
Yes.
Okay. And since you don't want to use the mirror again, I guess you have to walk all the way back to town. And that's going to take you a few hours at least.
Well, we don't know where their mirror will lead because 2 separate mirrors came
To that
to
one.
that one. So we have no idea where it would go. It could lead into the basement with the giant monster. We
I
don't
need
want
to find.
Well, there's probably a way to figure that out.
I need to see if
Throw
Barnaby
something
has.
into it, and we get a glimpse
Yeah.
of
Oh, yeah.
where it goes.
Yeah.
that. Oh, true.
But yes, I need to find out if Barnaby has found a way that we can fight the Fae.
Okay.
So let's do that quickly. And if we don't like where it goes, then we walk.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So we lift up the mirror.
Okay. You pick up the mirror.
We toss one of the guard's boots into it.
Yeah.
What do we see?
You see the inside of St. Aldrich's Cathedral, but it's been warped into an icy version of itself. And sitting on the bishop's throne is the small child.
Did he see the boot come through that mirror?
Well, probably.
He probably sees us through it too.
Put it down, 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 put it down.
Go ahead and roll for that.
That seems like a reasonable option. It's a might roll, right?
Yep.
Have Al's returned?
16.
Plus 2.
18.
Okay, you get it down.
Okay.
Even or on?
Even.
Yes.
Good. Both of them?
Yes, with your hawk.
Alright. So, does the hawk have any information from Barnaby?
Not yet.
Not yet. Darn.
He went back to bed. And you were following a line of thought now?
Yes. Guys, we need to find if there is a book of spells or anything here that will let us access the Land of Fae at will.
Well, I don't know if this will let us access anything, but here's some bizarre script.
I look at it. Do I recognize what it is?
What did you roll?
13. I'm
Magical.
using languages right now.
Oh, okay. It doesn't look anything like what you've seen before.
No? Okay. Then yes, I will do the detect see magic aura. I got it.
So yeah, you can tell that there is definitely a magical aura to this book. It seems like it's not of this world.
Okay. So I don't recognize the language, but is the lettering something I recognize?
No. You're more used to like Latin-looking letters. Yeah. This is very jagged. Like there's a lot of lines that go down and then do quick 45-degree slashes, 30-degree slashes, and they're all attached along the top by one single line per row.
Okay.
Some of the lines have dots underneath of them, and some have dots above them.
Benedict's also going to take a look at the language. 'Cause
Okay.
He's also got a language skill. Just to see.
Yeah, just see.
No. Benedict has nothing with a 7.
Benedict starts thinking of ladies.
+2 is a 9.
9.
This probably does have something useful, but I can't read it.
Well, what was it that the child said? I'll be at what?
No,
My embassy.
Yeah.
We kind of saw where that is.
Yes.
It's the cathedral.
Well,
So do we...
something that looks like the cathedral. I would not say it's our cathedral. It may be the equivalent to it in the other realm.
So what you're saying is you might have to go through this mirror?
I think we may, in order to find the queen. Y'all knocked the mirror back down, didn't you?
Yeah, we did.
I was just going to go charging into it. But...
I mean, we can pick it back up.
We pick it back up. Do we need to roll to pick it back up?
Yes.
That's mine.
10.
11.
Is that +2?
Yeah.
Oh,
With +2. 11.
It's kind of hard to hoist it up. You can't get a good grip on it. It seems like ice has been coming out and is now coating the actual...
Well then.
everybody together.
Well, yeah, so is that... Do we
Yeah.
combine our rolls because we're working on the same thing?
Well, you weren't really...
18.
13.
6.
6.
So you're able to lift it up, but the mirror actually has shattered and has been replaced by ice.
The glass shattered, or
Yes.
it's just replaced by ice?
The glass has shattered,
Okay.
and there is
And
ice.
Quicksilver has been replaced by ice.
Yes. Well, actually, what has happened is that where it is shattered, there is now ice, like in the cracks, pushing out the Quicksilver that actually lined the mirror.
So we can't go through it.
Correct.
Well,
That
And-
answers that
And we
question.
walk.
yeah. I assume the other owl reported there was no guards or anything nearby.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, the only guards that were the 3 at the door, and you guys took care of them.
Okay. Well, at least we have a clear walk for a while. Nobody to attack us.
And I say we walk to our cathedral, if it's still ours.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. If it's still ours. Who says that we're still in our world?
I'm gonna look around for another carriage or something.
Crap.
Why, thank you. I hadn't thought of that. You want to look around for a carriage?
Yeah, just real quick
Oh, there should
Just-
be one.
to make our lives
yeah,
a little bit
Dyncham's
easier.
Go ahead and
You intentionally
go ahead and make a
walk.
roll. It's an easy
Yeah.
roll. But go
Well, he
ahead
came
and
through
make
the mirror.
Oh,
Yeah.
22, 25.
it. You find a cart. You find a carriage.
Now, there are horses who drag the carriage.
No, there are lynxes. Yes, there's
Okay.
horses.
I'm
That would be
just
cool.
trying to think like Jordan here. Alright, so we take the carriage.
Mhm.
We go back to our cathedral.
You start heading back towards the town of Dyncham.
Yes.
So it looks like the city has actually, the fires have been put out. but there's a lot of smoke still coming from the ruins. This is something you can see from the far distance, even before you come into the city limits. You can see that St. Aldrich's Cathedral is been replaced by a completely ink black dome.
Wow.
Okay.
Well then,
That answers a lot of questions.
There poses many more.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it is our cathedral.
While we were on our way there, I wanted to ask Brother Benedict if I could take a look at his prayer book. Just out of pure curiosity.
Sure, I have a couple. I have the one that I found down in the barracks the basement that we were in earlier, and I have the one that was given to me by my master. Which one would you like to see?
The one given to you by your master, if that's fine.
Okay.
Just skim through it real quick to...
And it's Riemann.
It matches the one that you found in Dyncham's Lodge.
I wait a couple seconds to pretend like I was reading a few prayers and then say thanks and hand it back to him.
Anytime. Anyone who can get closer to the divine, I am here to help.
All right. I feel like that's a pretty good place to wrap things up and the season. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you for listening to Bone Throwers Theater. Our cast is Aaron, Jeff, Jeremy, Johnny, and Jordan. We are releasing this podcast under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 3.0 Unported license. That means that you can share the podcast, but please do not modify it or try to gain financially from it. If you would like to visit our website, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater.com. If you would like to send us an email, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater@gmail.com. Our Twitter handle is @bonethrowerstheater, and also you can look us up on Facebook and Google+. And until next time, may the bones fall ever in your favor. This has been a Nerd Circle podcast production.